ladies and gentlemen, let's meet this afternoon's starting lineups. First, for the Pittsburgh Vikings, a 6'1" junior forward wearing number 0, Chris Johnson. A 5'10" senior guard, number 13, Mason Putnam. 5'10" junior forward, number 23, James Crowder. A 5'9" senior guard, number 25, Amon Anderson. And a 5'8" junior guard, number 31, Chris Hively. And the rest of the Vikings of Pittsburgh Central, their head coach is Mr. Brian Putnam. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for the home team, the York Golden Knights. A 5'11" senior guard, number 1, David Kuzo. A 6-foot-tall senior guard, number 3, Josh Davis. 5'9" senior guard, number 11, Tim LaGeorge. A 6'2" junior forward, number 13, James Kennedy. And rounding out the starting five is a 6'4" senior forward, number 33, Riley Stella. And the rest of the Golden Knights of York, their head coach is Mr. Ed Orman Jr. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Way-Coh High School. My name is Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News, here to bring you through the Way-Coh basketball showcase here this afternoon. First game up, Pittsburgh versus York. We apologize if the video feed is a bit choppy, but it seems the audio is just fine. I'm a one-man show here this afternoon, so I'll be taking you through the score and the time verbally rather than having a graphic scoreboard. But here we are. We are ready to go from Way-Coh High School. Tip goes to York, and that's Josh Davis passing it to David Kuzo and inside to James Kennedy, and he is fouled. So, to York on the board to begin the game. 2-0 Golden Knights. Pittsburgh, a perennial power, Steuben County. Led by that man right there, Mason Putnam. Putnam tries to jump the pass, but ball goes back to Davis. Now to Kennedy for 3, and it's good. James Kennedy 5, Pittsburgh 0. As I said before, Mason Putnam, one of the top players in small school Section 5 basketball, coached by Father Brian Putnam, who's not happy with his team's effort here to begin the game, has already called for a timeout. This team's looking to win a sectional title this year, and mistakes are not taken lightly by Coach Putnam. But nonetheless, the Vikings will retain possession. It's Chris Hively inbounds to Mason Putnam. Putnam looking for room, doesn't find any. Into the corner to Amon Anderson. In the middle to Chris Johnson. Puts it up, no good. Rebound goes to David Kuzo. It's a nice job evading the pressure in the backcourt. Inside to Riley Stella. Nice drop step up and in. York ahead 7-0. 6:46 to go in this first quarter as the 3 ball from Johnson goes long. Out of bounds off of York. So the Vikings will retain possession. Putnam to inbound. as the refs discuss something. So here's Putnam to inbound. Lob to Hively in the corner to Anderson, back to Hively. Cross court to Putnam. Inside to James Crowder, who loses it. Good hustle there from Tim LaGeorge of York, and that one's up, and it's good. That's an and one for James Crowder. So Prattsburg on the board, 7-2, chance to make it 7-3 here with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Started closely by Hively. Ooh, and a nice jump pass there by James Crowder, who takes it coast to coast. 7-5 now. So good anticipation there from Crowder. Jumps the errant pass, takes it the other way for two. As a few Cal Mum coaches enter the gym. We do have several more games coming up here today, so be sure to stay tuned all day as turnover by the Knights travel. So 5:49 left in this first quarter, 7-5, York in the lead. As Putnam looks for room, stops, pops, but he's just short, and Kuzo with the rebound. Ooh, and it looked like it could have been another travel there, but it did look like he kept his pivot foot. In the corner to good. That's what he can do, folks. He can drive the lane, draw contact, and finish. That's something that York Pavilion, or I keep calling him York Pavilion, that's something York cannot afford to do. Foul Mason Putnam. You don't want a 2-point layup to turn into a 3-point play, because he certainly has the ability to do that on every possession. More good defense from Prattsburg. And a nice bucket there from Amon Anderson. So a lot of high pressure defense and up-tempo offense from Prattsburg has given them their first lead of the game at 10-9 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Stella for three, long. Rebound by by Crowder. Back to Hively, skips it over to Anderson for three, and it's good. 13-9 Prattsburg. As York Pavilion is enduring quite the cold spell as Kennedy's three ball goes long. Good hustle from Stella. As substitutions are made by the Knights. Lucas Maggio coming on for the first time here this afternoon. So York really settled in to begin this game, working their half-court offense on the first few possessions, but Prattsburg has really turned the tide in this one, using their up-tempo offense and some high-pressure defense. 4:19 to go here in the first quarter, 13-9 Vikings. High post to Caleb Clements. Back out to Hively, back to Clements. Skips it over to Crowder. Crowder looking to drive. Good defense there from Stella. Hively for three. Nothing but the backboard, and it rolls out of bounds, but it will stay with the Vikings. So 3:58 to go, first quarter. 13. Crowder around the horn to Putnam. And that one goes long. Oh, but a nice follow from Chris Johnson, and the foul. And the Vikings are rolling. 15-9, 3:52 left in this first quarter. Everybody getting involved here for the Vikings. Great effort there from Johnson to follow the miss from Putnam. Long rebound goes to Lucas Garza. And York looking to push now. Inside to Maggio, who turns it over, but it's a jump ball. And it will stay with the Knights. A good job by Maggio sticking with that one after it appeared to be a turnover. Josh Davis will inbound. Davis to Maggio. And a good recovery there from Maggio. Puts it in to end the Knights' dry spell. 15-11 now, 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Putnam looking for room. Top of the key to Johnson. Johnson over to Clemens. Clemens back to Johnson, who looked like he wanted to shoot it. Oh, and a nice pass there. James Crowder, a beautiful cut down the lane. A nice pass, and it's 17-11 Vikings. Ever since that Brian Putnam timeout, Coach Brian Putnam that is, this Vikings team has really gone on a run, but a nice take there from David Kuzo, who draws the foul, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. 3 minutes to go, 17-11, Prattsburg in the lead.
Fouls on number 23, James Crowder, his first, team's second. 2 free throws for David Kuzo.
First one from Kuzo is good.
Returning from Prattsburg, number 31, Chris Hively.
As Kennedy and Ty Cunningham check in for York. First time in the game for Cunningham. Henry DeVoe checks in for Prattsburg, his first time in the game. Kuzo, perfect from the line. And he will get subbed for as Tim LaGeorge comes on. So 17-12 now, Prattsburg in the lead. 3:01 to go here in the first quarter. Anderson back to Johnson, who rims out, but a nice hustle play there from Putnam, who looked for Johnson, but a nice hustle play there from Davis. A lot of great hustle being shown so far in this game by both sides. As a foul on Prattsburg bails York out on that one. Looked like they could have been flirting with a 10-second call there. This pressure has really wreaked havoc on York. They've been unable to generate any type of transition offense, struggling to get it over half court. Nice give and go there. Pulls it back out. 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. 17-13 Prattsburg. Putnam over to Johnson. Johnson swings it around to Hively. Hively puts it up. That one rims out. It's Davis looking to push. But we have a travel on Cunningham as the ball was tipped by Putnam. Boy, Putnam is all over the court. Offensively, defensively. Impressive player. There's DeVoe over to Putnam, but it looks like we have a travel call. Not sure about that one. Looked like he caught and just gained his balance there. I'm not sure about that travel call. But nonetheless, David Kuzo looking to bring it up the floor, but it's stripped by Chris Johnson. As Kuzo goes diving after it and knocks it out of bounds, ball will stay with the Vikings. Coach Ed Orman's going to have to draw something up here soon because the Knights are really struggling with this pressure. Senior point guard last year, Matt McFarland, graduated, so you're seeing some of the struggles from a first-year ball handler in David Kuzo as Putnam converts off another Knights turnover. 19-13, 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Inside to Kennedy, off balance look. Prattsburg doing a very nice job pressuring but not fouling. As the foul is called on Anderson there. A little too aggressive on the rebound, going on offense, but a hot start has kept them in this game, 19-13. 7-0 start for the Knights. Quickly cooled off, 6 points since about the 6-minute mark. Kuzo shoots a three, but that's long. Rebounded by Johnson, pushes it up to Putnam. A nice bounce pass and a nice finish there from Amon Anderson. Under a minute to go here. 21-13 Prattsburg. Pull-up jumper, and that goes off the front rim. As Prattsburg continues to push the ball. A cross-court bounce pass just behind Hively, and it goes out of bounds with 34 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 21-13 Prattsburg. Ball is inbounded. Garza back to Kuzo. Kuzo into the corner to Stella. Nice pass to Cunningham, but he fumbles it. Back to Kuzo. Nice drive and a reach on Amon Anderson. So 22 seconds on the clock. Knights trail by 8. Inbound to Stella, and a nice block from behind by Hively. As Anderson and Putnam have checked out for the last 20 seconds, looking just to get a quick breather so they can start the next quarter. Inbounded to Garza for 3, no good. Nice rebound goes to Crowder. Looks to push into the corner. Back on top to Johnson. No good. Oh, and an errant pass there from Garza goes off the back of Kuzo and rolls out of bounds with 7 seconds to go. Prattsburg will look to add to their 8-point lead here before time expires in the first quarter. Ooh, and a nice isolation there from James Crowder. And what a response from the Prattsburg Vikings. They go down 7-0, come back and take a 23-13 lead going in to the second quarter. We'll be right back after a quick break. All right, and we're back as Prattsburg holds a 23-13 lead to begin the second quarter over York. Nice drive from Mason Putnam, and the Knights pick up right where they left off. 25-13 now, 7:45 to go until halftime. Nice pass there from Davis to Stella, and a good response from the Knights. 25-15 now, a 10-point lead for Prattsburg. Putnam skips it to Hively, who shoots it and bangs it. Chris Hively for 3, and it's 28-15 Prattsburg. 7:18 to go in the second quarter. Kennedy stripped, but a nice recovery there from Stella, but he's blocked. Man, this Prattsburg defense is long, and they are active, and that is a scary combo if you're the York Golden Knights. As Putnam almost steals the inbound pass. No pass is safe with this Prattsburg defense. York went down to Prattsburg last season and dominated the Vikings as a 3-ball from Tim LaGeorge gets the Knights right back to a 10-point deficit. But last season, the Golden Knights went down to Prattsburg and really took it to the Vikings. So you can expect Prattsburg came into this game looking for some revenge as An offensive rebound is kicked back out to Chris Johnson. But a nice job not letting another offensive rebound go. As James Kennedy comes down with it, pushing ahead to David Kuzo. Nice pump fake from LaGeorge, but he's long. Ball rebounded by Putnam. Looks to push. A nice jump shot there, but it goes short from Caleb Clemens, but another offensive rebound for the Vikings as they settle, I should say, into the corner to Hively, looking to drive, but lost his pivot foot there, and turnover on the Vikings. 28-18, 6:12 to go until halftime. Prattsburg in the lead. Davis will bring it up the floor. Give it to LaGeorge, inside to Lucas Maggio. Into the corner for Johnson, who's off. Nice rebound from Kuzo. Looking to push up the middle, skips it over to Josh Davis, steps back, but he's short and the ball goes over the backboard and out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Vikings. 5:45 to go here in the first half. 28-18. Prattsburg in the lead. Putnam looking for Johnson. Nice give and go, but it was just out of Putnam's reach, and it's a turnover. This ball goes back to Kuzo. A deep three. Money. So Kuzo, a big shot for York, and they're back under 10. This is 28-21, but a great pass there from Putnam inside to Chris Hively. You're seeing the full arsenal on display here from Mason Putnam. Offense, defense, everything. As LaGeorge shoots long. Hively has been active in this game. But there's Putnam, who is setting up everyone while also doing damage himself. So back up to a 12-point lead for the Vikings, just like that, 33-21. But that wide open layup for Lucas Maggio with 4:39 to go in the first half brings it back to a 10-point Vikings lead, 33-23. Putnam stops, pops. This time he's way short. Just grazes the bottom of the net. LaGeorge trying to handle the pressure, gets it ahead to Maggio. Now he's looking to push. York has numbers, and a nice take there from Josh Davis, using a seal from Riley Stella. So back under 10 is the Prattsburg lead at 33-25 as Johnson falls down with the ball, and that's a travel. With 4:05 to go in the first half, York will get the ball back and try to cut it to a 6-point or perhaps even a 5-point deficit. Largest deficit, I believe, for the Vikings was 13. So we'll see if York can get another big bucket here. Back out to Maggio. He puts it up for three. No good. Ball's rebounded by the Vikings. Pushed ahead to Crowder. Crowder across court. But Henry DeVoe unable to convert on that layup. And York will look to push. Kuzo looking inside to Maggio. Maggio, nothing doing. Over to Davis. Back out to Kennedy. Inside to Davis. Nice pump fake. And a nice layup from Davis. 33-27, 3:30 to go here in the first half. York starting to make a run. Crowder in the corner. Guarded closely by Davis. Swung over to Amon Anderson. Back up top to DeVoe. DeVoe looking to drive. Thinks better of it. Skips it over to Hively. Hively in the corner for Anderson. Oh, and a nice follow there from James Crowder. This Vikings team, they are relentless on the offensive boards, creating plenty of second chance opportunities. So here's Crowder for two, looking to end the night's run, and he does. It's now 34-27. Prattsburg, 3:04 to go here in the first half. As Crowder is perfect from the line. 3 minutes to go, 35-27. Prattsburg in the lead. As Davis looks to drive, kicks it out to Kuzo, over to Maggio. Kuzo looking to drive again, but he lays it up and it goes off the back iron. And it's rebounded by Putnam. Over to Crowder for three. And that one is good. Crowder doing it all. 38-27. Prattsburg, just like that, back to a double-digit advantage. Kennedy takes a jumper, and that one rattles home. So 2:23 to go, back to a 9-point Vikings lead. Crowder to Putnam. Putnam, a great take from Putnam, a nice strong finish over Lucas Maggio, and it's 40-29 Vikings now. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Kuzo traveled. Yep. So an 11-point lead for Prattsburg. 1:55 to go in the first half. Skip pass to Putnam. Into the corner to DeVoe. Back out to Putnam. Ooh, a dangerous pass. Putnam driving once again, but a nice block from Stella, and one. Not sure about that call. Not a great reach-in from Stella, as head coach Ed Orman not happy with the defense there, but it looked like he had all ball. But nonetheless, a foul called, count the bucket, and Putnam will head to the line with the score 42-29 with 1:32 to go in the first half. Timeout, York. So we'd like to take you through what to expect from today's action. Following this game will be Cal Mum versus Marcus Whitman. Cal Mum, defending sectional champion. Avoca versus Elba coming up at 4 o'clock. Elba made it all the way to the sectional semifinal a year ago. 6 p.m., Hornell versus Elba, and that's girls. And then at 8 p.m., Hornell versus Way-Coh. So a full day of basketball here from Wayland-Cohocton High School. 42-29 as Putnam is at the line, looking to complete the three-point play, but it rattles off the back iron with 1:30 to go. York trailing by 13. Cunningham saves it from going out of bounds. LaGeorge swings it over to Davis, takes a dribble, but it's short, but a nice strong rebound from Cunningham. Gets it out to Maggio, but a 3-second call on Cunningham.
Returning for Prattsburg, number 0, Chris Johnson.
Johnson checks into the game for the Vikings. Checking out is Amon Anderson. So 42-29. Prattsburg in the lead. 1 minute to go here. Second quarter. DeVoe into the corner for Crowder. Crowder skips it over to Putnam. Putnam, a deep three off the front iron. Davis now looking to push. Gives it to Maggio. Maggio in the corner for LaGeorge. Off the front rim, but a rebound there. Goes to Lucas Garza, who gets it to Davis. Active rebounding from Ty Cunningham. Good hustle. Maggio in the corner for Garza, who bangs the three. That's a big three-pointer for the Knights. Brings it back to a 10-point Prattsburg lead. The ball is skipped up top to Crowder. Gets it back to Putnam. Five seconds to go. DeVoe off the front iron, and LaGeorge, one desperate heave at the bucket, and it's no good. So, at the end of the first half, we have a 42-32 Prattsburg lead. We'll be right back after the halftime break.